Hello everyone, my name is Sabina, and today I will be introducing my A4 interactive data visualization project, which is called Highlights from Ludwig's X-Day Subathon. So to provide some context, I will first need to introduce Twitch. Twitch is a live streaming platform for gamers and other lifestyle creators to broadcast their gameplay and life online, so that fans can hear, watch, and interact with the creators in real time. Viewers interested in supporting creators can choose to subscribe or sub to them by essentially donating money in return for interaction perks with the Twitch community. On March 14, 2021, Twitch streamer Ludwig started a subathon to encourage more viewers to subscribe to his channel. He promised that for every new subscriber, he would add 10 seconds to the length of his current stream. Originally predicting that the subathon would end within 48 hours, Ludwig's stream is actually still ongoing. This means that Ludwig has been live streaming himself non-stop on Twitch for the past 24 days and counting. During this time, dedicated members of Ludwig's Reddit and Twitch community started a spreadsheet that tracked Ludwig's subathon information. Taking a closer look at the initial graph provided by the subathon tracker, I was curious to understand the causes of the sub spikes. In particular, why did the amount of time left in the stream suddenly spike from 24 hours to 60 hours? And then from 60 hours to 72 hours a few hours later. Looking at the graph, I was very curious to know if there was something greater happening behind the scenes that might have been contributing to the sub spikes. Were the sub spikes really because the viewers all just simultaneously decided to start donating at the same time? Or could the sub spikes actually be correlated with something else going on? Looking at other Twitch tracker sites, we could see the number of viewers on Ludwig's stream at any given time, along with the type of game he was playing and even the average followers gained. This is all really great information on its own. However, the separated platform and lack of interactiveness between the two datasets made it difficult to correlate events between viewership information versus the sub spikes from the subathon tracker. Thus, I decided to create my own interactive visualization by combining these two datasets myself. I will now provide a quick demo. The visualization currently includes 3 line graphs on the left, 2 information tooltips on the right, and a tree map on the bottom right. The first graph on the left represents the number of hours streamed versus the number of hours left. This graph is essentially the same as what was found in the subathon tracker. The second graph represents total number of viewers at any given time, and the third line graph represents the number of new followers at any given time. By scrolling over any of the graphs, an overlay showing the respective y values of the other graphs also pop up. I stacked the 3 graphs vertically because they had the same x-axis type, so that it is just visually easier to compare values. Visualization is the ability to hover over nodes and be able to pop up these event highlights. So I embedded the videos of the specific highlight event on the right tooltip right here. It has the title as well as the date that it happened and the video itself, so that viewers don't have to click out of the website to be able to view the videos. Another cool thing is on the bottom right, there is a tree map of the type of activity that was played. So for example, from 0 to 550 hours, 44% of the time was spent just chatting, 18.7% sleeping. If I zoom in, not only does the first graph zoom in, all 3 of the graphs also zoom in, and the tree map also updates. So as we can see, around this time, we can probably say that Ludwig was sleeping at 68.4% of the time. Moving forward, I plan to add different color overlays for each of the rectangles in this tree map and have it correspond to this activity toggle, which will then be overlaid as an area graph in this first line graph. So there are 3 questions that I would like feedback on. Moving forward, I plan on overlaying color to the first line graph right here. This is sort of an example of what it could look like. As you can see, the color mapping from the color to the game itself is not very intuitive. So is there a way to overlay this color so that the color legend can correspond intuitively between this graph and in this tree map below? The second question is this visualization understandable to users not familiar with Twitch? For this presentation, I had a very long introduction on sort of the background behind all this data. So I do wonder, is there a way I can incorporate it so that users not familiar with Twitch can also be able to take away from this visualization? And 3, are the number of features and controls overwhelming? Are they intuitive to use? So in this first graph, there is the brush overlay, there's the tooltip moving back and forth, and then there's also the highlights overlay. So I do wonder if it can be a little bit too overwhelming for the users. Thank you very much.